Is there anything more craveable than the smell of McDonald's fries? If someone's hiding an order of fries, they're never hiding it well. It takes one whiff to trigger a fry craving that will only be satisfied the McDonald's way. So stand up if you would like to taste the smell of a McDonald's fry right now. Did you just stand? Because if you did, then you earned yourself a trip to the McDonald's drive-thru for your own steamy carton of crispy, golden goodness.
Circle of Jerks es una producción de medios digitales de Rain Man. Traduje esto, pero realmente no dice nada porque vas a escuchar, no importa cuánto te advierta. Estaban aquí.
Up, everybody? It is time once again, another Circle of Jerks. It is me, the one and only Bobby D, and with me in the studio, as always, are all my jerks, Brian, Ryan, and Steve.
Fuck yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Everybody seems to be on one but Steve right now, so I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Saying you're being a little bitch.
Steve's downtrodden right now.
I can't hear a fucking thing from you guys.
Turn your goddamn volume up.
Well, you know, if you would have got ready instead of reading all the 900 emails you had, you probably would have had, sound.
No, it was loud from the music. I couldn't hear you guys.
Yeah, you lie.
Kiss my face.
Which one?
The back one.
All right, hopefully you're listening live right now on TuneIn, RM001. If not, find us on Patreon. Pay $1 for us.
Pay a fucking $1, please.
Yeah. And if not, if you haven't paid $1, then it's probably 6 weeks from now, and you're listening to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, all those wonderful
that'd
things.
pay $1 to see the BMW, so.
You can't make it your own thing. If you call your own cock a BMW,
yeah,
it all of a sudden loses all validity.
Justin called it that.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with it.
Those are throwbacks to old shows that you might have missed. Go find out about Brian's cock.
Yeah, his BMW.
So, speaking of cocks.
Oh.
You guys know I'm on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy.
Yes.
So
I thought that was a station for a second.
Yeah.
TNT. They know drama.
Oh.
Yeah, totally different.
Okay.
I wish this was a station because there are unfortunate side effects of me being on the TRT.
Lots of boners?
Oh yeah. Like I have 13-year-old boners again, to where they just pop up out of nowhere, where they somehow snake their way out of my fucking pants. It's so fucking weird.
I don't see the problem.
No, I'm not saying that. Those are good side effects. I have really no problem. Like, it wasn't like I had like ED before and this is helping, but like I have super rock hard dick right now. Not right now.
Whoa!
And if you subscribe to Patreon and see the
You'll
video
see
tier,
it.
you can see my super rock hard dick.
He's under the desk here.
Are your balls shrinking?
Yeah, balls are a little down.
Like
but,
hanging or just small in size?
just small in size.
Dude, that's not a problem. That means it's not going to fall in the toilet soon.
I never have that fucking problem, droopy dick. But I've gotten
Call him the
zits
fishing
in
pole.
some random spots.
Wait, you got what?
Acne.
Oh, okay. Back
Like no, not acne. Like I had I remember Brian. Remember I showed you the one that was like on my elbow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I had one on my nutsack,
Dude, that's the worst.
Yeah, I've had that before.
and it was like I thought there was a tumor on my fucking balls.
You were panicking.
Well, where on the balls?
Was it on a follicle or just?
Yeah.
It was
random
on
spot?
my right hand side, like
Okay.
kind of towards the leg.
He's
so
actually
I could feel
touching
it.
his
Oh, okay,
nutsack right
okay.
now.
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if you
feeling.
guys.
No, he's feeling for
Yeah.
it right now.
It was right here for the video people.
Oh Christ.
I popped that thing,
Oof.
and it was like fireworks going off.
Yeah, I bet.
God.
It was the god awful, most painful thing I've ever fucking done in my life, and I have fucking tattoos all over my body. There was to the point where I was worried, and of course, I don't know how you guys. I kept squeezing it to make
get
sure.
it
Just
all
to make
out.
sure you get all that
Yes,
out. Yeah.
because I didn't want like residual, like
nut-
a
nuts-
head coming up.
Yeah, nutsack blackhead.
Did a tear come out?
A tear came out.
Oh, God.
I was afraid to like have sex with Deb until it all went away
Yeah.
because it just well, not even that. It just seemed like I was a dirty fuck.
Well, that too, yeah.
Like who the fuck gets a goddamn
Dude,
testicles in?
Dude, I had one about maybe 4 weeks ago, and it was
after
what
your cock ring?
No, it was what Brian was saying, but it was on that part where the shaft meets the
Oh, that's
testicle.
the worst.
And it's so sensitive, but it was
Yeah.
a hair follicle that
Yep.
must have got
You had
clogged
to-
shaving
you had
or
to pluck,
something.
You had to pluck it, bro.
Dude, I was like Bob, man. Like
it's painful.
it was
dude.
multiple times of squeezing
Yeah.
and
And,
puncturing.
and you're doing it till there's like blood.
Yeah. Oh, tons of blood.
And
to
you're
clear
like,
it out.
oh, what is all this fucking clear stuff coming
And-
out?
and
And there's
just-
a head. And it was the god awful worst.
yeah.
And just in case anyone's wondering, when you're doing any type of manscaping or any type of that,
Yeah.
your balls bleed like a motherfucker.
Mine don't bleed. You're doing it wrong.
No, I'm like, have you shaved and nicked a
Something's
nut?
wrong with you.
How are you nicking the nut?
Have you never nicked a nut shaving yourself?
Never.
What weed whacker are you using?
Mach
Dude, this is-
3.
I mean, not
Mach 3.
anymore. I'm not straight shaving them like that.
Mach 3,
I do.
man.
I still straight shave.
Yeah,
Really?
same.
I
Yeah,
do.
almost
that-
every day.
that
I
Harry-
can't
the
do that,
Harry's
dude.
razor,
That scares the shit out of me.
The Harry's razor with the 5 blades, man. It's like 5 or 4.
Yeah, Mach
So-
3.
It's
Norelco
it's
makes this
titties.
new like electric deal, and dude, you couldn't nick anything. With
I would
that.
not use something electric with
I'm looking
motors.
at Manscaped, dude.
I-
Manscaped,
yeah,
they say
Manscaped's
it's-
supposed to be the way to
it's
go, dude.
Skin safe.
Well, different
I have
when it's
Manscaped. It works.
around the pubic region, sure, but when you get
No,
onto the
are you using that
testes-
thing in a nutsack, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to be made for that.
Trust me, it wasn't one of those things I like fully bought into at first. It was like, let me just pull and because like
Let me stretch this out and make sure it's flat before
Make
I
it
get
a
started.
bat wing.
well, it's just one of those things like shaving your nuts is like shaving a fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Like it's not the like best type of skin.
You ain't right. You ain't lying, bro.
It is like a chicken.
Like
Oh, one of them hairless cats.
It's a sphinx. You got a sphinx for a fucking.
so
Oh
when you're in there like getting your shit done, you don't want because yeah, I've nicked my balls every
Okay.
once in a while.
Okay. See, I'm not the only one.
I've
Yeah.
Should we all
Nick.
go get our taints waxed?
No, absolutely not. I'm not doing
You guys
that.
are
Nicole's
pussies.
been telling me I should just
I'll
go
do
get
it.
sugared. That's what she does. She doesn't do the wax. She does the sugaring.
But
I
they
love
put
sugar.
sugar on your dick.
Okay,
It's-
one.
This is Beyonce putting sugar on my dick.
It's like a sugary paste that's not as hot as the wax, but it's moisturizing, unlike the wax that like dries you out, cause some chafing. I don't know.
Do you
But
think she can put some on me?
Okay,
maybe?
so
Anyways, back to Bob's
Winning.
balls.
no. This is transition here. We'll get back to nuts. I don't know if you guys know, but they used to have like the infomercial, that sugaring thing that you're talking about.
They did?
That looked like Apple, Jolly
Applesauce.
Rancher. It was that clear stuff, and it was supposed to be apple. It was supposed to be all natural. I ate some.
Of course you did.
What did it
Why am I
taste
not
like?
fucking
Why did
surprised?
that not
Because it
surprise
looked
you?
like Jolly Rancher.
Bob
It-
heard apple, and he's like, "That sounds delicious."
Deb's like, why'd you eat all my sugar?
I'm just sitting there like a fat kid with my finger. Yum,
It's like a
yum.
fun dip.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Spit in
the
your dick and
testicle.
putting in fun dip. Oh,
The testicle zit was probably the worst 3 days of my life. This
Oh, it's
past week.
terrible. Did you let it heal for a few days before you went back in?
Well, that was the thing is every time I peed, I would check it is this thing growing?
No, you got to, man. Like the one that I had looked like a little it was the size of the like a pencil eraser, like a mechanical pencil eraser.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
No, legitimately, mine was like a third fucking testicle. So I'm sitting there peeing, and I'm sitting down peeing just so I could look at it. Where I'm just bending over the toilet, pulling my nuts up, and just if Deb looks like I'm a fucking 3-year-old looking at his poop for the first time.
You're like, oh look, there's my balls.
Yeah, because I'm just underneath, just looking, going, okay, it's there, and then it's and then of course I'm like, is it something worse?
I used to get those cysts on my inner thighs.
Yep, same.
In the summertime after playing in a tournament.
Oh, really?
My thighs rubbed so much I'd get a gnarly cyst, and I'm talking.
Yeah, but you weren't popping it.
No, I was.
Oh, Jesus.
I was taking
A needle?
an 18 gauge. No, I was taking an 18 gauge syringe needle.
And sucking it
and
out?
No,
Oh.
just stabbing it. That or getting an X-Acto blade and cutting the
And
very
just- yeah,
front layer of
yeah.
the skin and just to break it open, just to pop it. Dude,
Dude, it's the worst. I used to get those too.
So bad.
Bloodletting like the fucking 1300s.
Fuck,
Dude,
man.
that shit sucks, bro. And it's all heat rash. So it's the worst feeling because it's this big knot.
It's in the
right-
worst spot.
Yeah,
Everywhere
that's
you put pants on, it hits. Shorts.
Yep.
Your chonies,
I'm with
Dude.
Bob. When the first pop is the worst one.
but
where
it's almost so
te-
it's relieving too.
after, give it 30 seconds to a minute, but that initial pop and your eyes are watering and there's
Yep.
just tears rolling down your cheeks. Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
I just take my dildo, put it in my mouth, and bite on it.
It was like a
Yeah,
gunshot
that's
going off.
rubbery, big veiny bastard in your mouth.
Veiny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's been an interesting last couple weeks for me.
Getting old.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'll take a bunch of no reason boners, for a zit on the dick every year. But I don't want this to be a continuous thing, so it's painful.
I feel like we need, a Dick Zit shirt needs to be a thing now.
A dick zit?
Dick Zit.
I think that's the
It's
worst.
like a nutsack zit. Yeah, it can't be a dick
I think
zit.
that's
Why
the
can't it be a Dick Zit?
dick zit.
Technically,
Mine
Steve's was a Dick Zit.
Mine was on where the
Yeah, the
shaft,
shaft.
and the testes.
He's like, my dick was measured here, and it was down here.
It was. It was on that under
I've had one
portion.
on that. It's the worst, dude.
It's probably just because of how it rests there.
Oh yeah, your dong rests right on your sack. Yeah.
Now I did see a pair of underwear in my Instagram feed that I might buy a pair
Really?
where it's your balls go in a separate pocket and then your dong goes
It's
into
like
a
the
separate.
Lord's hands are holding you.
It is.
Holy.
that's
Now
their
everybody
pitch.
that's listening and all of us will have that same Instagram.
I can't wait to get that on my fucking Instagram here later.
It looks interesting. I might try it out.
Yeah, well, let us know how it goes.
Keep the twigs and berries.
Let us know how
separated
China sends that to you.
Very slowly.
Just with COVID.
for your
got-
dong.
No, it's got the weird seeds.
That's stupid.
Dumb.
But I don't know. Again, it's been a weird couple weeks for me since our last show. I feel horrible for admitting this
Oh, admit it.
because I think my depravity has hit an all-time low, and I want you guys to judge me
Okay.
and just let me know how shitty of a person
Just
I
say
am.
it, bitch.
Dude.
It's called segues.
Yeah, and build
No,
up, Dick.
I know.
We're gonna go to a break right
Oh,
now.
I'm building up right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
he's got a pop.
What I found? Do you guys know who Misha Tate is?
No.
No.
MMA fighter,
yes.
probably one of
Okay,
the
yeah,
hottest
yeah.
chicks. She just had a baby,
Okay.
and she was breastfeeding.
Oh,
Is
boy.
that the?
No, that's
Okay.
somebody different. Just shut up.
Hold on, I gotta look her up to
Shut
verify.
up.
So,
Breastfeeding.
she put a breastfeeding hashtags on there
Oh boy.
on Instagram.
Did you click on it?
I clicked on it.
Oh God.
There is so much fucking nipple. And I was checking out titty all the time on all these different hot girls. The one that I sent Brian was a tattoo artist that I follow. That you could like totally see her nipple in this baby's mouth, but it's okay on Instagram things. So I'm sitting there fucking just scrolling through Instagram, looking at all these breastfeeding hashtags, looking for nipple.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
Dude, that TRT, brother.
Oh
There's
my God.
easier methods to get.
I understand, but there's something in my head that's like, this is taboo.
I'm not mad at Misha Tate breastfeeding.
Misha Tate also has fappening leaks.
Does she?
Yes. But that's not the different dirty conversation.
Yeah, hold on, typing in fappening.com.
But yeah, so damn it. Fappeningblog.com is a better one.
Thank you.
Of course you know that,
And-
Mr. Skin.
and
yeah.
bookmark.
So yeah, is that bad of me?
I wouldn't
think
say it's
it's-
bad. It's just, I mean, like,
I mean, sometimes you just want to look at nips. I get it, but
But they're like nips of people that wouldn't just
yeah.
be like, "Here's my titty." It's like when it's titty
it's
for art.
it's forbidden titty.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you're saying? So it's like titty that normally you couldn't go. It's not a porn star titty. It's forbidden titty, so you'd never see it.
Ooh, I like that. Forbidden titty.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
Yeah,
It's like
I'm
Vanessa
sitting there
Hudgens. Oh,
trolling through fucking
the fappening
Instagram.
blog. No.
Yeah, Fappening blog's like a daily thing, just in case something breaks.
Jesus Christ.
Looking at breastfeeding Instagram posts.
were you getting a sudden lust for milk?
No, but I did have a bowl of
Daddy
cereal
wants
after.
some milk.
He's like, for some reason, I had a fucking raging boner after that.
Yeah, it's so weird, and I felt like shit. But I shared some of it with Brian. I'm like, hey, look at this boob.
No, I believe the message was,
Oh boy. Oh.
"Do you like this?" And I
No,
was like,
the question is this hot?
That's amazing.
Hold on,
"Yeah, show the camera."
here you go, video people.
What the fuck? It's a kid, dude.
That's a kid sucking on a titty.
That's not hot, dude. I don't look at that and go, oh, look at that kid. There's a kid.
Yeah, if
And a
anything,
titty.
that makes any boner that I may have had completely
It's
go
not
away.
about the boner; it's about the titty. Like I don't get boners at looking at titties. I like to look at titties. And again, these are people that wouldn't necessarily show me their titties. And if they want to do it for art or motherhood or whatever the fuck they want to call it, whatever, like the free the boobs hashtag was the greatest thing ever. I'm like, yeah, if you guys don't want to wear bras, I'll look at your tits. Let's go.
They have a video of Amanda Seyfried sucking some D from their iCloud hack.
Don't click on those. Those are the actual ads that get you to the paid site. But that's different.
How do you know?
Research.
Research.
Look, if I'm gonna get titled Mr. Skin, I have to keep up on my game. If I am Rayman Digital's Mr. fucking Skin, and I can't pull out these different things off the top of my head, what good am I? I'm just a fucking fake like Andrew, who makes up shit, and I ain't Andrew. So fuck that.
Big bitch.
I'm gonna look at titty when I can, just to maintain my rep.
I gotta rep to uphold.
I gotta rip the hole, man. I don't know. It was fucking weird, and I was just like, look at all these nipples, and I just went down that rabbit hole of fucking breastfeeding hashtags, and I'm a fucking piece of shit.
That's
Hey, man, I mean, you do you, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
if breastfeeding does it for you, man, then
it's not a breastfeeding. Again, it's the taboo titty.
If that's what does it
It's
for
the
you, man.
forbidden titty. Where
It's
you
the
only
forbidden
see part
titty.
nip.
Another shirt that will come out
Forbidden
with
titty.
the forbidden titty with a baby sucking on it. The forbidden tit.
It could just be like a profile view of the tit with the baby silhouette hanging off the
No.
nipple,
Yep.
like a rubber chicken.
God.
They got Vanessa Hudgens right here. Oh,
What do you think I found all those fucking pictures of your girl, Demi Lovato and all that?
I know.
So just pretend like you've never seen that website before.
No, this one's new to me.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
This one's new to me.
yeah, I know. And this is the most awkward transition ever. Harley Quinn started school.
Oh
Well, it's exciting, right? It's her first
Is it, Steve?
It's great online.
Well, I
school.
mean, it's exciting that she's finally in school. It's a terrible fucking time to do it.
Well, I mean, this is her 3rd year of school.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's in 2nd grade.
Oh.
Time flies, buddy.
Good,
It's
good
fine.
friend.
No, it's all right. I mean, she doesn't. I mean, legitimately, she's a grown fucking person now. Steve probably hasn't seen her since she's a little fucking kid.
That's
I
true.
barely walking.
I haven't seen her in probably
3 years.
No. It's been 2, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she's a full human now, has conversations and everything. It's weird. But she is doing the online school.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's not. It's absolutely fucking horrible
Why?
because this wasn't a plan.
It's never part of the plan.
I understand, but like, as a parent that has a full-time job, luckily I'm working from home, but I'm also now troubleshooting IT problems for a 7-year-old who's trying to use WebEx and stuff for the first time, and watching 27-year-olds trying to use mute buttons and everything on a WebEx meeting with a teacher is fucking entertaining in itself. So her first day of school was Wednesday. So today was her 2nd day of school. Thursday on the days we're recording, if you're listening live today. She couldn't get in for 40 minutes. Did you just show fucking titty while I'm talking about my daughter? It's so fucking weird.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Why couldn't she get in?
Because
The
they
servers are
didn't
down.
stress test anything.
They basically said, "Hey, everybody, here's a login. Do this." My 3 godchildren went through it,
Okay.
but it was log in, do this. It should work,
Well,
and that was it. And
There-
they never tested anything. Well, imagine fucking however many students trying to log into the same server.
right. There's only one service I would trust to handle that, and it's Google Meet
Yeah.
because they have the infrastructure.
Yeah, and that's the
Right.
thing. It's like, according to different places, it's either they use WebEx, which is a 20-year-old architecture
Yep.
that nobody really uses anymore except Boeing. And then, like, there's different things out there, but they weren't able to do it. So my daughter's just fucking upset because she wants to go to school, and she feels like it's already ruined because it took her 40 minutes to log in the
Does
first
she
time.
like school? Does she like learning and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, but anything to get her in a routine right now because,
Yeah.
I mean, this is the way it's gone when it comes to this school thing is that my daughter has never had a complete year of school. Kindergarten, they went on strike. 1st grade, we had COVID. 2nd grade, we have COVID. So she has never had like a full complete year. And supposedly this is only going to be for 2 weeks, but we all know that's a fucking lie. Here in Arizona, they just make the decisions like week by week, and nobody wants to actually stand up and do something and be upfront about it and say, hey, no, we're not going to come back till after the first of the year. I mean, I know for the fact my job, they're not letting us back into the building until after the first of the year. They've already told us that. Expect, at first we were going to be back in October, but just the fact of the spikes and everything that are going on with COVID, that we'll see you first quarter 2021. So it's just like my daughter thinks this is only for 2 weeks. And at this point, that again, we have a bunch of teachers and everything that aren't prepared to be doing this kind of stuff. That there is 100% a different curriculum for doing online school versus doing in person. In 4 hours, she was at school for 4 hours. She had a lunch break and a recess in that 4 hours. She did PE today. I could hear her upstairs running. And I text Deb. I'm like, hey, what's going on up there? She's like, Harley's doing jumping jacks and running in place for PE. I'm like, this isn't the thing. I'm almost thinking about unenrolling her and putting her in a prep thing that is based for online, because at least then I know they have a curriculum that's based on, something that's proven and teachers that are experienced with it. Not everybody winging it for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's tough. And I can only imagine if I had a manufacturing job, or like I was somebody that couldn't sit at home all day and have the ability to walk upstairs and be like, hey, what's going on? Because I'd have to hire somebody to do it. And it's just like, I wish they would make a decision that's at least tell people so we could plan for this shit. Because I'm about to ask my dad or my sister-in-law or somebody that doesn't work, you need to come over and fucking make sure my daughter does her shit, because when I'm on fucking meetings, I can't exactly be like, hey guys, I know this is important and you guys think it's important, but my daughter's WebEx, her video went down. I'm going to take care of that.
What are you willing to pay a year? I'm getting laid off.
I am not paying.
What are you willing to pay for me to be a nanny?
He's willing to debase himself.
Okay, fucking Vin Diesel. Pacifier over here. No.
If anything, I'm Paul Walker.
Just what I want to fucking miss.
Tuna, no crust.
Okay, Paul Walker. Yeah, right.
R.I.P.
When are we gonna? You gonna teach her how to drive into a tree?
It was.
Maybe that was below the belt, though. I just want to say, and that was hurtful. We are now fighting.
Yeah, this is also
What are you
the
fucking
asshole
laughing at,
who I
Steve?
picked up today and asked me, would you pay me $50,000 to kill a man? And I'm like, why do I need you to kill a man?
I'm an entrepreneur, dude. I'm trying to be a hitman. All right,
He wants to be a hitman for $50,000 a year.
that's it.
That's not a lot, man.
That's easy.
That's
That's easy living, bro.
No, that's not a lot, dude.
Okay, sorry, I don't make six figures like you, Steve.
That's
Calm
not
down.
a lot.
I'm
you
just
could
saying.
do better.
Yeah,
you
bro.
could
But
do better killing people.
I'm
for,
simplistic, dude. It's fine. Just make it happen. Live my life for a year. kill another man the next year.
$50,000 tax free is what, $75,000?
Yeah, but
Sure, I'll
But-
go with that.
but the thing, like,
I'll take
I
it.
feel like if you talk to like hitman, that's they would make that in like 4 hits.
Well, I think you have to start out in that kind of bracket and probably.
What do you think I'm starting out at, Steve?
But why'd you ask me like I have somebody to kill?
I don't know.
Maybe you do. We don't know.
You guys got anyone you want dead?
Apparently,
You know this is evidence now?
Yeah, this is technically If you do start murdering people now, I'm an accomplice. Lovely. Thank you.
Not a comment. He drove and got rid of the body for him.
Did you see? As a side note,
Yo, I need your skyline real fast.
did you see the upcoming Hitman? It's VR enabled, so you can walk up behind somebody with piano wire and with your motion controllers and fucking choke them
There's-
out.
And that's how Steve accidentally kills Nicole.
There's
I thought it was the VR. I
And you
swear.
ain't getting paid
Dude.
shit.
dude. There's so many guys in Sinaloa right now that are so psyched for that video game.
In what?
Sinaloa.
Did you not get that joke?
I would Sinaloa. I don't understand.
Thank you. I don't know.
Like Mexico.
Mexico, where all the cartels are. Sinaloa cartel.
I don't spend a lot of time in Mexico. In fact, I've never
Man,
been
I guess
to Mexico.
I guess
so-
you've never seen. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
What has he seen? I want to know now because I don't know and I know everything.
I know. I'm surprised you don't know this.
Was there breastfeeding?
Yeah,
titty on
there's
there?
actually 2 movies about it.
Yeah, if there was titties, breastfeeding.
You ever seen the movie called Sicario?
Yeah,
Sicario.
no, I don't watch
Sicario
those.
2. It's actually a really good movie.
No, I
Yeah.
haven't.
Really good.
Sorry.
I-
You haven't seen Sicario?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Wow.
Benicio del Toro, right?
Yes.
Mm.
And Josh Brolin.
Okay. Yeah. No, haven't seen it.
Check it out. It's
Holy
pretty
shit!
good.
I found something that Bob didn't know.
Yeah. Well, you know,
If there was titties, he would have known about it.
exactly.
Actually, I think there is titties in that movie.
Nobody I'm interested in.
Well, too bad.
Okay, I'm familiar with this movie
Yes.
and its cover art, but
Done by Brian Morton. I know that part.
Yes.
it was.
Yep.
He did
Yeah,
it.
he did that.
He did the poster.
He did the poster. Yeah.
So yeah.
Anyways, watch the movie.
Okay.
You'll understand.
So, speaking of video games, Joe Rogan's comments about video game upsets gamers and sparks response from Ninja and everybody else. Joe Rogan is historically said that video games are a waste of time. He said that for everything. And again, I don't necessarily think he's wrong in this statement.
Yeah.
Because this man, I believe, I forgot what game he was playing, but he was addicted at one point.
Joe was.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
to playing Quake.
Oh.
And he always said that, you know, there's better uses of your time and everything
you can
else.
say that about anything if you get addicted to something.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, that, and it was just like the gamer responses back from Ninja and everybody else were what really caught me off guard. But what I don't understand is, again, these are people that are making their living from video games, commenting on a dude that makes his money from being behind a microphone and talking a lot. And who doesn't have a problem with video games, just says it's not really worth the time all the time. And I think we can all say that. I mean, there's things that we do, and like Steve said, that no matter what it is, we it could probably have better uses of our time, whether it's going for a walk, making dinner. I don't know.
You can
think
say that about just
anything.
about
Yeah,
anything.
I think that, like, I understand his comments because Joe actually was addicted to Quake at one point. So I understand his comments, and I do agree. But Steve's right. You can literally say that about just about anything. Like, and I wonder if he truly like believes that just all video games in general are just a waste of fucking time, because like in reality they sort of are.
You
but
could
they're
say
also
that about fucking painting.
Anything. It's an escape. It's called a hobby for a reason.
And that's
exactly.
But the thing is, they're making this is his exact quote: "Video games, a real problem. You know why? Because they're fucking fun. You do them, they're real exciting, but you don't get anywhere." So that was his exact quote. That's not really saying
I hate video games.
I hate video games. No, for Ninja and all these other people to come out and be like, I can't believe he's for this. Of course, you're one of the fucking 10 people that have made a fucking living out of it.
Yeah, you made $30 million last year. Like,
yeah. And you could probably say the same thing for him, who started a podcast in his fucking
bingo,
office, and talked around a kitchen table for 4 years before he grew it into what it is. Everything's a waste of time until you start monetizing it. And all he was saying, like, I don't see anything wrong with his quote. I just think it's weird on how people, we talk a lot about the cancel culture and everything else, where people like jump on these little fucking snippets,
the tirades,
and just go off on it for no fucking reason.
I mean, here's the thing, like you said, Ninja, and I saw a comment from Dr. Lupo, like, dude, you guys make millions of dollars a year streaming video games, okay? Yeah. Clearly, they're not a waste of time for you.
Well, and there's people that don't make anywhere near that still make a comfortable
living.
Right.
I have friends who make comfortable living streaming video games. So it's like, at the end of the day, for, some 10-year-old kid who could be, learning a trade or learning to play baseball or something.
Or algebra.
You can do both.
Yeah.
It's not mutually exclusive. You can do both. And here's a wild idea. Mind your fucking business, and you do you, and the other person does them, and then everybody just shut the fuck up.
But that wouldn't be 2020.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it's everything's. Everybody's got to comment on everything, whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent. If it's a different opinion from your own, I'm right, you're wrong, it's there. And again, when you read the quote, it's not like he said anything horrible about him, like it's wasting, it's teaching kids how to kill, it's doing all this other stuff that we've seen over the years of like violent video games raise violent adults and all this other shit. He just said it's fucking fun, but you don't get anywhere. He's absolutely right. Guess what? My stash in Tarkov is worth, I don't know, 54 million rubles. Does that mean anything?
No.
No.
I wish we could turn it into real money. That'd be sick.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen? It's going to reset in 6 months, and I'm going to have 0 rubles.
And you're going to be angry.
It resets.
Yeah, they wipe every 4 or 5 months.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, the reason they do it
is... It's a beta.
So is Fortnite.
I'm joking.
The reason they do it is to keep people from getting so high and just killing the market. Like the way that the marketplace works in the flea market. If you get people to a certain, they get too much money, it fucks people up.
So it's like Call of Duty when you prestige and you have everything at that point.
It's kind of the same, but
and then you come in as a newbie and you ain't got shit.
Yeah, so if for example, if you decided to come into the game now, it'd be really hard for you to level up because everyone's so fucking
exactly. Yeah, I'm not playing.
So they wipe it. They wipe it frequently just to make it even. I don't know. I think the comment in general, I don't think he said anything bad. I mean, I can understand. Dude, at one point, this is gonna sound so stupid, but at one point, probably 6 or 7 years ago, I was so obsessed with RuneScape that it was bad. It was any waking moment I could find, I was playing it, and it for a month or two, it really fucked me up.
My buddy Jimmy wants me to play that.
Well, here's the deal: are you getting your laundry done? Are you keeping your house clean? Are you keeping your dishes clean? Are you feeding yourself? Are you taking the cat litter out? Are you taking the trash out?
Yeah.
If you're doing all those things, then shut the fuck up and quit judging people. As long as they're getting their shit handled, and fuck 'em.
I understand the comments, and I just think that the people that lashed out are Ninja made $30 million last year. Okay, dude, we get it. You don't have to work the rest of your life if you really didn't want to. You could stop streaming right now and you're set. But I don't know. I just think it's stupid.
Speaking of people that make big deals about everything, Alyssa Milano reveals the awful bout with COVID-19. Despite multiple negative tests, our testing system is flawed.
Jesus Christ.
I was going through these because I increased the font size because I needed to, and I'm like, wait a minute, why is there so many Alyssa Milanos? And then I'm like, holy shit, these are all different articles.
So this is the thing about Alyssa Milano.
She's an idiot. Sorry.
She's hot. She
Get that
was.
ass
Was hot.
Is she not hot anymore?
Not really.
She showed her boobs when she was 19, and I don't remember the movie.
Oh, I remember that movie. We were in probably junior high
It was
school.
a lesbian thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Nice.
oh,
She was-
who's the boss showed her fucking titties.
She was
Yeah.
scissoring. Nice.
Oh, no, it was more of a
No.
photo shoot type thing where they seduced her to take off her top. Anyway. Her problem is that she has had everything at one point or another. Alyssa Milano is basically whatever trending hashtag is looked up, she has had it at one point. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I think I put it, it's one of the articles in there. She got a bunch of shit for wearing a crochet mask
Yeah.
that had holes in it, and now she had COVID-19, and we're just finding this out like now that that she had headaches and low-grade fever and trouble keeping down food. She also lost 9 pounds in 2 weeks and lost smell. Breathing was
Might not be a
difficult.
bad thing.
But she's like listing everything that it was. She had every single symptom.
I saw
I've
that.
run across people that have had it, and they're like, "Yeah, I lost my sense of taste for 3 or 4 days, and
My
then it
dad
came
had
back."
it. My dad had it.
But for Alyssa Milano to sit here and
Read WebMD.
read WebMD, but no, it legitimately, I feel like we could play a game where we put Alyssa Milano and then we put in whatever the next thing is, and she's probably had a thing on it. Whether it was, she was part of the Me Too movement.
Yeah, of course she was.
She's on anything to keep her name
Yes.
on the tongues
Drugs,
of people.
anything like that. So when I saw this, I didn't feel bad for her. I don't know if you guys open up the article
I'm
and
going
look at
through
the
them all.
picture to where it looks like it's a homemade fucking mask taped over her face with some fucking
but there's a thing.
cross-dresser glasses on, like she's gonna be dancing at.
Yeah, but her mask has the carbon filter in it. She says.
Well, it looks like are you talking about the one, the ventilator?
Yeah, with the ventilator.
It's
Oh, yeah, I
just
saw
like
that
it's not a CPAP. It's like it's
Yeah,
it's the same thing as a ventilator, but
yeah. For me, for her, it's just like it seems like every time something
She's got to
comes
be
up,
relevant.
she has it. I mean, she was mad at this transitions to even Joe Rogan. She wanted to. She didn't understand why Joe Rogan had more podcast listeners than her. And in my head, I'm like, why does Alyssa Milano have more podcast listeners than us?
didn't even know she had a podcast.
Because
at
she'll
all.
say anything to get in the news, and the news will fucking follow it. I don't understand how she can do it. Like I said, Joe Rogan podcast listeners, sexual assault when Me Too came out, gun control when everybody was shooting up. She went on a gun control rant.
You want me to troll her? I want to see how long it
She's
takes me to get blocked on
always-
Twitter from her.
Hold on, I want to see when the last
Do it.
thing was that she did.
That was relevant. That
Yeah,
anyone gives a fuck about.
correct.
The Who's the Boss reboot that's supposed to come out in 2021.
I mean, she's been on some things that I've never heard of. The last thing that I've heard of was Grey's Anatomy in 2019.
Which means that she probably had a friend directing an episode. They brought her in as a guest star.
Dude, this guy's response to her. So her tweet about Joe Rogan was, "We live in a world where Joe Rogan's podcast has triple the listeners as mine. Dear God." Now let me read this guy's response. "Wow, I can't believe an interesting podcast has more listeners than the screechy McWhines-a-lot cry about Trump Power Hour." That's funny.
It's just there's certain people out there that you just every time they come up,
She has to be relevant.
she
dude.
has to be relevant, and
It's not relevant.
and it's not like show your titty, go breastfeed on fucking Instagram. I'll find you relevant.
Damn it, dude.
Is she a mom?
Yeah, she has 3 kids, I think.
Yeah,
She does?
Yeah.
Who'd she marry?
I
Some
don't know.
dude?
She's been married and divorced a couple times.
That sounds about right.
Well, because
I mean, who would want to put up with this?
That's why I said it sounds about
Yeah.
right.
yeah, she was married and got married again in 2009. David Buglardy, I don't know.
Whatever, dude.
She has a whole huge section, which I'm sure is curated by her and her management team, on Wikipedia on activism that takes up the entire screen of my MacBook. And look how much
She's such an activist.
I fucking hate
This
that
this
word.
reminds me of when I got in a fight with Rose McGowan on Facebook.
Speaking of that, Rose McGowan went out against Melissa Milano calling her fake.
What about Shannon Doherty? Did she come out too?
Yeah, you would. Yeah, everybody from fucking Charmed. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed insane that this broad has everything. Like, if herpes was the next big thing,
I was
like,
gonna say
have herpes.
I have herpes.
I've had
She
it. Been there, done
probably-
that.
She probably, yeah.
You know, but drugs, alcohol, yeah, I had that. Tony Danza touched my titty. I don't know if that's a thing.
He blocked her on Twitter.
I would too.
That was a while ago because she screenshotted it and posted it.
Who got blocked?
Alyssa Milano. She was blocked by Tony Danza. and the irony is, clearly, he's the boss.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know. It's just I can't stand this shit. It's like when I see names like this of people that it like you said, it's just a desperation plea to be relevant. You're like, you aren't anymore.
We
so
don't
please
care.
Stop.
We don't care. Just shut up. I think we don't care. I don't follow your Twitter.
No, she
wouldn't.
shows up in my feed because of other people I follow, and it's just I should block her just so she doesn't show up.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things.
You should block all those people that follow her. Just block everybody that's on your Twitter.
Block all.
Block them all, dude. Fuck it.
What's the whole point? All right, so in our cancel culture moment of the week, Kindergarten Cop was canceled. The Schwarzenegger film is criticizing for romanticizing over policing compared to The Birth of a Nation.
I think you had it right the first time. I think
What-
it is a cancer.
Wait a
This
second.
whole thing.
So they want to cancel Kindergarten
Okay.
Cop.
Yes.
Kindergarten Cop was, drive-in theaters are like the new thing because
Yeah.
you can sit in the car and fucking
Right, and
do
watch a
this.
movie. Yeah.
So this theater in Portland was going to have Kindergarten Cop show at one of the drive-ins. And then, of course, somebody got a hold of it and said that, what is so funny about the school-to-prison pipeline? And went to Twitter and started this whole fucking remove Kindergarten Cop from this thing. And, of course, they did it. Did you ever look at Kindergarten Cop as a controversial film?
No.
No.
In fact, he was going in there to try to help the fucking kid and the family and get the ex-wife out of a shit situation.
He went undercover to stop an
Yeah.
abduction, not to go in there and police the kids. Like, holy Christ, dude!
fucking
I
hate-
can't.
I hate
dude.
our
This is
society.
like
It's
the
so
reason
broken.
this makes me upset is like this is one of my favorite like all time like just kind of like zone out movies. So many awesome quotes from this movie, and like the fact that some fucking turd thought that this movie needed to be taken down is mind-boggling to me.
Probably fucking Alyssa Milano.
It probably was Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano hates movies.
It was in movies.
Any movie she wasn't in.
Yeah.
You guys should just show Alyssa Milano movies.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? No way. It's got to be Alyssa Milano.
He's not even American, really.
Yeah. He's from
93.
from?
So on that Yahoo article, by the way, there's
Oh, shit, I know.
a poll at the bottom that says, "How do you feel about Kindergarten Cop being canceled?" I just voted. 93% of the voters have said it's absolutely ridiculous. 1% says I'm in strong favor of it, and 6% say I understand cops, but this is too far.
I just don't understand. I guess I don't fall into that cancel culture ideal.
Because
So-
you have this thing you do. It's called
Yeah,
thinking.
it's called using my brain. I just who watches Kindergarten Cop and says, you know what, this is bad for patriarchy. We need to shut this down. This is over policing. Rodney King would not want to watch this movie.
It's building a pipeline straight from kindergarten into the justice system. As soon as you graduate, you're
Dude,
in prison.
The kid plays with fucking tinfoil and has a ferret. And the main character says it's not a tumor. Like, what is there about this that says, oh, you're gonna end up in prison? Like, I just don't understand. I guess I just don't get this because It makes no sense.
Well, we joked about a couple weeks ago that it doesn't matter what it is, somebody will find something wrong with it, and we won't be able to watch anything. Like, I'm not a big political guy, but I never thought I would agree with Ted Cruz, who says nutty, angry,
Right.
leftists hate Hollywood. Anyone who disagrees will be censored. Hollywood is afraid of the mob and will keep funding those trying to erase speech movies that don't conform. And that is absolutely true, because guess what? All it would take is one of these fucking nut jobs to be like, Circle of Jerks is a bunch of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And, they're racist, they're sexist towards women, and that one dude's looking at fucking babies sucking on titties.
Hashtag remove, Circle of Jerks. Like, it's stupid, man. There is no freeform thinking. There's no art anymore.
No.
You can't do anything without someone saying, you know what, I don't like that. You can't do it.
I won't go into it other than this. If you want to understand what's actually going on, just look up critical theory. That's what's happening with all of this shit.
It's mind-boggling, dude. You can't do anything that has any type of art nowadays without someone saying, I don't like that.
Or
and then
satire. Or anything.
or satire. Going to Twitter and getting it canceled. It's fucking stupid, man. I don't understand how people can think like this, where all they think about is getting something removed or how it offends them. Like, dude, when I was like a kid, when I was 14 or 15, when you start getting those, you start thinking, oh, I know everything now. And like, I never once said, you know what, Bambi, I don't like it. It's about guns. Like, I don't, let's cancel that. Like, if I didn't like it or offended me, I just fucking avoided it. Where did we go wrong in the fact
Because people don't know how to mind their fucking business.
Because of critical theory. I'm telling you, go look it up, man.
Fucking stupid, man. I'm over it. I'm over it to the point where, like, this stuff right here makes me angry,
Brian?
and gets me flustered.
They will not stop until they can control what you feel and how you think.
Everything's
gonna-
1984 or V for Vendetta.
Correct.
Well, then let's blow up fucking Parliament.
And the Queen's like, wait, what would we do?
That
Well,
bitch
that's
is
what
still going to be tweeting out. Kindergarten Cop shouldn't be.
So then we should blow up Alyssa Milano's house?
Yes.
Okay, that one makes way more sense.
There's evidence.
That's right. You already are a hitman, so
Yo, you guys want to pay $50,000?
We found your first thing here.
it's on Craigslist.
I think Bob's got 54 million rubles.
Can I pay you in Tarkov cash? Would you like euros, dollars, or rubles? I have all of them.
He doesn't have very many euros or dollars. More rubles,
Whatever.
rubles.
which spend great in Russia. You'll
Yes.
be fine.
You can get all the vodka you want.
Yes, vodka.
Yes, and I don't know. It just upset me when I saw this, because there is nothing more genuine than a bunch of kids that are trying to act in that movie, and to look at an underlying story and make up some bullshit. I always wonder if this broad thought that, like, this is going to be funny, and like, fuck, this
Well,
caught.
and it's highly educational. I mean, that little boy stands up and says, "Boys
have a penis and
girls have a vagina." I mean, it's
Yeah.
right there on Front
Who is
Street.
No!
your daddy, and what does he do?
That little boy was also fucked up because he was in Pet Cemetery.
He was. That was the kid.
Yeah, he's fucked up,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And Poltergeist too? No?
No.
No. Poltergeist.
Just so you guys know, just off the top of my head, $1 is or 1 ruble, Bob, is 0.014 United States dollars.
Oh yeah, I'll give you 50,000 rubles.
Hold on, let's see what that is.
0.014.
That's
less-
$682.
Totally worth it. Jesus Christ, they're worse than the fucking peso.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
what's a
that's-
peso conversion? Give me
Like
that.
10 to 1
hold
now,
on,
isn't
let
it?
me-
Something like
oh
that.
my god, that's bad, dude.
I don't know, man, but it just I worry about, like, people just keep taking down shit like this, and it seems
They
like
will tear it
Yeah,
down.
I just
and the-
watched Bad News Bears the other day. I'm surprised that hasn't been taken down.
What about Tropic Thunder?
Oh, which one? The old one or
The
the
new one with Bob
new
Thornton.
one's- The new one's fantastic too.
It's
Think about Bad
fantastic.
Santa. Wait till they get rid of Bad
my
Santa.
God, I know,
I'm
but
gonna lose
all
my
the
shit.
that Bob Thornton said as
Yeah.
coach was like, it's that Mark McGuire, he's a white, talking to the black kid. And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's my favorite player. And he's like, what's up, bro? Hey, I'm just here to play some baseball.
It's I talk about it all the time. It's,
Dude,
it's like
fucked.
Tropic Thunder. That movie, that's gonna get canceled. Robert Downey Jr. did blackface. Oh no! Can't watch this.
again, we've talked about it, and we'll probably have a cancel moment of the week from now on.
Oh, perfect.
Because it seems like every week it's something different.
every
Whether-
day.
Yeah.
It's not stopping
Every day.
You know, whether it's, you know, voice actors have to be the color of the character they're portraying. I think Kristen Bell dropped because she was playing a multiracial character on that Central Park that's on Apple. She's like, I don't feel comfortable doing it. And you know that's fucking pressure from the outside because
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Because she doesn't want to be cast in that same light. That Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively, who just went on record to say they're sorry they had their wedding on a plantation. Did they make people dress up like slaves? It was a
well, they
fucking
only had
piece
black
of-
servers.
Did they
Massa-
really?
No.
Massa, if I
No.
serve this lemonade, can I sleep in the big house tonight?
Just. It's like, what the fuck?
Dude, it's stupid, man.
Yeah.
The fact that you have to apologize where you had your
It was probably a beautiful piece of land, and yes, it has a history. But
Stained by the blood of slaves.
Jesus fucking
How dare you?
Christ.
How dare you do anything? Is this food picked by, you know, people that weren't enslaved? Who got this food? Who grew this food? Again, in this day and age, you better fucking grow all your own shit, build your own houses if you're worried about who did what, because
Yeah, no
everybody's
kidding.
fucking corrupt.
Well, and here I'll take it a step further. How incredibly rare is it in today's day and age? You check any one of us in this room, and you did a DNA test. There ain't a single one of us that's 100% one of anything.
No,
All of us got
I found out I was fucking almost a half French.
Yeah,
Didn't
I'm
even
not-
know that.
I'm
My
not-
family's lied for years.
Okay,
We,
Gambit.
bitch.
Rob,
Oh.
Rob, who was just here by the way.
Rob.
Oh, cool. Thanks for telling me.
He has.
did, right now.
He has 3% African American in him.
Where?
So
In
there
his-
you
from
go.
below the waist?
Probably in his dick.
So do
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
That's more than 3%.
yeah, 6.
Wow.
6%?
Whoa.
What's 6% of 5'10"? How tall are you, Steve?
Oh God, he's gonna use the
like 6
Thomas
foot.
equation.
Wait, Thomas has an equation.
Yes,
There is an equation.
I have a Cowley theorem that transitions penis size versus height and tells you whether it is, but that's
6
for the
foot.
Rain Man show.
I'm 6 foot.
Yeah, so
What's this? Hold on. What's this algorithm?
the algorithm has to do with the amount of inches tall you are compared to your penis size,
Well, I mean,
based on Thomas. And so I have a calculator.
It's strictly based on Thomas.
Yes, and so it just compares that his dick for his size is not that big.
So it's like Pythagorean theorem. but
Yes,
different.
except it's something that came out of my demented
it's
mind.
It's P-Naga theory.
Yeah.
Theorem.
So that's for a Rain Man show. That's not us. Anyway, so our last topic, Marty Jannetty murdered a guy. Do you guys know who Marty Jannetty is?
I don't, but I'm looking him
Did
up.
he get paid for it?
Mark?
Yeah, 50,000
Marty
rubles.
Jannetty was one half of the Rockers from
Yeah.
the tag team in the 80s with Shawn Michaels.
Oh, I did see this headline.
He went to Facebook and said, I never told no one this, even my brother Gino, because Gino would have killed him. I didn't want my brother gone. Hell, he'd only recently
Can
came
I-
home from Vietnam.
Let me read this. Let me
Okay.
read this. All right, here we go.
It's hard because there's weird
Yeah,
punctuation.
it's bad punctuated. Hold on, let me read this. Hell, he'd only recently came home from Vietnam. I was 13, working at Victory Lane's bowling alley buying weed from a fag that worked there.
Sounds like a hillbilly.
Jesus.
And he put his hands on me. He dragged me around the back of the building. You already know what he was going to try to do. That was the very first time I made a man disappear. They never found him. They should have looked in the Chattahoochee River. But Winnie, the girl in these pics, I likes you so damn much. Probably my favorite. But I promised myself way back then nobody would ever hurt me again. That includes you. I loved you, but you hurt me with your fucking Jamaican jealousy. You can
what?
go your own way. I don't need you.
So what happened was that he is dating some black woman,
Yep.
and she hurt him.
Yep.
And so he just kind of
Murdered him?
nonchalantly, he didn't murder her.
No.
Confessed to a murder that he did when he was 13 years old.
Yeah.
Like nothing happened.
So he didn't really realize that he was confessing.
He made a man disappear. That's not really like
I didn't confess.
that's not murdering.
I just said abracadabra, poof, you're gone.
Because Gino would have killed him.
That's
That was his brother.
That's his brother. Hell yeah, brother.
Now, if you want to continue to
Hold on.
go to the Cage Side Seats article that's below that, Ryan, and if you want to continue your voice and reading.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, this is okay. So Ian's whatever. Are you okay? Me and Winnie just had a fallout. But if you're asking about the other thing, yes, That was 1 billion years ago. Plus, I had the satisfaction of knowing that bitch-ass ninja never got to do another kid like that. I made sure I didn't use the proper.
No, it literally says ninja.
No, it says
It
ninja.
says ninja, but I just,
Yeah.
just in
Weird
case.
that he started out. I don't think that is he half retarded?
Probably.
Now there's an article below that he explains even more. Ryan,
Oh, is it really? Oh, hold
Yes.
on. Let me hold on. Let me
So
open this.
is
Is this
this
the
guy-
Cage Side season one?
yes.
Okay, hold on.
Is
let me
he
open
just
this
going all over the internet, just outright saying these things?
That's it.
Looks like
Oh,
it.
okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. These I'm going to read the quotes. These are from him. Okay, here we go.
He describes this in a bit of detail here.
I said he disappeared. I didn't say I killed him. I said he disappeared.
Like a fart in the wind.
There was a brick laying there. What do you do when you're 13? I can't say he deserved to die, but he deserved to get his ass beat. And when I was beating him in the head with that brick, I was only trying to beat his ass. I wasn't trying to kill him. My brother Gino, bad boy, not one to mess with. And I never could tell him because I know what he would have done if I told him. But I already took care of it myself. No other kids never had to worry about him. Can you imagine dragging him the river and throwing him in it?
Pretty sure this is all evidence.
And then finding out on the news this guy's missing? And you know the dude, and you know more than that, I made my mind up that day. Nobody would ever hurt me again. And that comes with jealousy. My girlfriends are jealous. Girlfriends, plural. I can't stand jealousy, and I was trying to let her know that.
Oh my God! Keep going because the last quote.
I'm not saying right now that he died, but I'm just saying a person don't need to die because they're fucked up in the head. Somebody told me not to do interviews. I am pretty positive
So-
Marty Jannetty doesn't sound like that, but
It doesn't matter. It
doesn't
works
matter.
for the
It works.
voice.
It works.
So he bludgeoned a man in
Yeah,
the head.
he
Hold
bludgeoned
on.
him to disappear.
He bludgeoned
Not
him
to death.
to disappear with a brick, and then drug his ass to the fucking river and
Chuck-
tossed him in. So either he died from the blunt force
Or he
trauma,
drowned.
or he drowned.
So
But he's not supposed
So
to do
here's the funny
interviews.
thing. So here's the funny thing is, from what I know, I'm pretty sure the police were notified by this, and they are actually opening.
They opened an
They opened an
investigation.
investigation.
I
on
should
this.
fucking hope so. Now they're probably sweeping the fucking river, and they're just gonna
Looking for
find,
remains?
Yeah, they'll find remains, and he'll be fine.
You realize Marty Jannetty's probably 60?
It's what it said. He's 60. Who gives a shit?
You're not. Well, I mean, here's the thing. If the guy drowned, right? Okay, if he drowned, the Chattahoochee River doesn't have like alligators and shit in it, so the guy would have drowned, and his body would have floated down the river. I guess, right? I mean,
Yeah, and then rotted over time
right? But where?
in the river.
Yeah, but we don't know where it stopped.
Where did it
yeah.
stop? That's the point.
Hold on.
Dude, it was just amazing. Like, you don't open up Twitter and find Marty Jannetty trending very often.
It's very rarely.
I have never had so much fun reading Twitter and going, Shawn Michaels was justified for throwing him through the barbershop window and things like that from old WWE days.
That's fucking great.
But the fact was, it was just like, hey, how do you cover up nonchalant racism and homophobic speech? Oh, you admit to murdering somebody.
Yeah, you just murder somebody, dude. So, B, I hope you're learning for your hitman job what to do.
Yes.
Yeah, don't do any interviews.
So so for those that aren't well versed in
With the Chattahoochee River, if you've only heard of it from the song.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee.
Yeah.
it does travel southbound into a large couple of river. It looks like it continues down to
It's a north to south river.
yeah, and it
Through
splits,
Atlanta,
it
plus-
splits
yeah.
Alabama and Georgia here,
and Alan Jackson really loved it.
goes into the hold on, I gotta turn my head sideways. The Walter F. George
Jesus
Reservoir.
Christ.
Well, the
Are you starting the search party?
I'm just saying it could go into this.
Steve's
this,
gonna find this guy, dude.
this reservoir, and I mean, it doesn't stop there. Then it continues on down in a tinier little creek-looking thing. But
Crick. They call it crick.
I
down there.
mean, they got a lot of waterway to dredge. Is all I'm saying.
They're not gonna find this dude.
Yeah, I just can't wait for the new Unsolved Mysteries to take this.
Marty
on as a
Jannetty.
case.
I mean,
It even goes down to Lake Seminole. I mean, you got a lot of water.
The dude's gone, dude.
He's done disappeared.
I mean, that goes in the Gulf of Mexico too.
That's why
It
I'm
goes all the
following
way
it
down.
down. Yeah, I mean, there's just multiple rivers and reservoirs that it could stop at.
And I mean, like,
You think that guy's sitting around somewhere like
I'm not dead.
half retarded, going, "I'm not dead. Martin today just hit me with a brick." And with that, we're done.
Oh.
This concludes our broadcast day.